walk the talk when we say that we want to give equal opportunities to all Kenyans. So I'm urging His Excellency the President, because he has still time, let him go back and reconsider the issues that have been raised by people like Senator of Tana River, Senator Mugatana, and have a cabinet that represents all the 42 minorities of this country. That's the only time, Mr. Speaker, we will all have a sense of belonging and a sense of acceptance as Kenyans. Mr. Speaker, the next point I wanted to speak, Mr. Speaker, is when we say, Mr. Speaker, when we say that we want to respect the independence of the judiciary, Mr. Speaker, let that include the culture of us respecting decisions emanating from our courts of law. Mr. Speaker, not one, not twice, the High Court has ruled that the position of cabinet administrative secretaries is illegal, it's unconstitutional, and it has no space in our Constitution. Mr. Speaker, we know that if you read the Constitution from Article 152 all through to 155, Mr. Speaker, we know the positions that create the cabinet. 152, Mr. Speaker, as the President, as the Deputy President, as the Attorney General, as ministers that are available for appointment by the Minister. 154, as Secretary to the Cabinet. And more importantly, Mr. Speaker, 155 says that there will be principal secretaries who will be the administrators of these ministries. So, Mr. Speaker, this thing we hear called cabinet administrative secretaries has no space in our Constitution, Mr. Speaker. So if the President has told us in his speech that he wants to respect the independence of the judiciary and respect the decisions coming from the judiciary, Mr. Speaker, let us have a President who will exercise his powers as permitted within the confines of our Constitution.
Mr. Mugeni, do you wish to be informed by Senator Cheragei?
Is a point of information? You know, Mr. Speaker, Senator Cheragei is my junior, so I like hearing what he says so that he can keep learning. One day we'll also rise to become a senior counsel. But I want my time to be muted so that it doesn't eat into my time. Okay? And you'll be a good student.
You know, Senator Omugeni is my good friend. On a point of information, I wanted, and this is in public domain, the Public Service Commission has put out an advert to get the public opinion on the creation of Chief Administrative Secretary. So at this time, I just wanted to inform my learned senior that the process of regularizing within the law has started. The Chief Administrative Secretary will be a process through Public Service Commission. Kenyans will have opportunity. So I want to urge my brother, if they have reservations, they can relay with Public Service Commission. But I want to assure him the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, is committed to the rule of law and the Constitution. I thank you, my brother.
Okay. Senator Mugeni, maybe...
Mr. Speaker, I wanted to give Cheragei an opportunity because, as I said, he keeps learning. Mr. Speaker, I want to take Senator Cheragei to the provisions of Article 234 of the Constitution. Because, Mr. Speaker, when I rise to say something, I've read the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, the powers, I read the advert that was placed on the newspapers by Public Service Commission. The position that is being created are officers within the public service, not officers who can serve within the cabinet. So you must draw a distinction. They can create directors and all that, but you cannot create position of cabinet administrative secretary. Because if you read through Article 152, 153, 154, it has got no room. Mr. Speaker, this idea of going out of the way, trying to rewrite our Constitution to reward political failures